today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a French Millet crepe cake. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a crepe cake and I'm going to make it with Nutella. I got this yesterday and it's taken all of my strength not to eat this whole jar with a spoon yesterday. So yeah, thankfully it's not opened yet, or else we're gonna have nothing left to do the filling with. And let's get started. Alright, so for the crepe batter, you just have to mix the wet and dry ingredients together. So first, I'm going to, first thing I like adding the sugar to the eggs instead of in the flour, just because there are sometimes chunks in here. So just add that in. Alright, so here I have 2 cups of milk. I'm going to add the mix to it. And depending on how thick you like your crepe to be, you can leave it at that with 2 cups of milk. Or if you want it a little bit thinner, you can add another half cup of water. So I'm just going to add that here. So don't overflow. Okay. And then a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So just mix all that together. Here's the butter that I just melted in the microwave. Just give it a stir. Add this last to this wet mixture. And add this little by little to your flour. So here's what it should look like after it's been well combined. I have to admit I cheated and used the mixer for this. Hand mixing is way too tiring. Now then we're going to put this into the fridge for at least a few hours, preferably overnight. So here we are, this is the very next day. I have this prepared from yesterday. Make sure you give it a good mix before pouring it into the pan. And I'm using a 1/4 cup measuring cup here to measure out each scoop. And because I'm worried that it won't make it to 20 slices, so I'm going to make it a little bit less than a 1/4 cup. So yeah, let's start making it. Put a little bit of oil, not a lot. Okay, so once it's heated up, usually I like to take it off the heat. So in the beginning, it's going to stick to the pan a little bit, and how I decide when to flip is when it actually comes apart from the pan when I shake it. So if I shake it like this, it's still stuck. It smells so good. It smells like butter. Okay, so as you can see, it comes apart now, and I usually just flip it. After you wait maybe 10 seconds or so, you can flip it onto a flat surface. I have a wooden cutting board here with me. Go right ahead and do your next one. And here is just a closer look at what I'm doing. And finally, after having super sore wrists, all of their crepes are finally done, all 23 of them, and none are wasted, thankfully. So then, because I'm too much of a perfectionist, I don't like having uneven sides, so I'm going to clean it out a bit. I'm using a large bowl here and using the sides to cut out the sides of the crepes. And what I do is to just press it down and wiggle around a bit until the sides start coming apart by themselves. And here you have a perfect circle. Once again, cover and put it back into the fridge because you want it to be completely chilled before putting cream on it. Otherwise, it will melt the cream and you're going to have one big sloppy mess. Here we are. Once the crepe is ready, take your ugliest ones because we are going to put them on the bottom. I'm putting a ring of Nutella around the sides first because the center tends to be thicker than the sides. And once you stack them, the middle is going to be higher, a dome shape, and we don't want that. So we're going to try to put more on the sides of the crepes. Then flip it over and we're going to stick the bottom layer onto the plate so it doesn't shift around when we're trying to spread the Nutella cream. Now comes the most tedious part of all. You're going to spread one layer of Nutella and one layer of cream between each of the layers until the whole thing is stacked. And be sure to put a very thin layer of cream because if you put too much, you will have your tower toppling over and it's not easy to fix. While my cake is chilling in the fridge, I'm going to make my cake decoration. As you can see, it's Luffy's flag. I used icing made with powdered sugar, and it's not the best because you will see later on in my result, it's not perfect. I would recommend using dark chocolate instead. It works a lot better. And in a pinch, this kind of works, but you will get crusts, as you will see. After all the spaces have been filled out with white chocolate, we're going to do one last layer over top to make it more sturdy when we take it off the film. As you can see, a lot of the icing stuck to the film, so I have to fill the gaps back in. This technique, it only works for chocolate. I can tell you that now. And I filled it in the best I can with toothpick. It looks kind of decent now, a little wonky, but it's recognizable. Here is my crepe cake. I'm putting a final layer of Nutella on top. The jar is nearly finished. Just doing some final touches and gluing our little Straw Hats flag on top. It looks so good. I can't wait to taste it.